Zap, 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 lightning, zap, zap, lightning, lightning, fade.
Hello everybody, it's me, the LEGO Dude, and in today's video I'll be talking about every May 2024 LEGO Star Wars leak that we've had so far. Leaked pictures of these sets will most likely start dropping in around 2 weeks, so I'm making this detailed breakdown now before the pictures leak. First up we have the 75378 Grogu's Escape from the Jedi Temple, which will cost $30 and have 221 pieces. The included build will be a BARC speeder with sidecar, which we haven't had in over a decade, and Grogu's pram. The included minifigures are Grogu, Keller, and Beck, who we've already had leaked pictures of showing that he's an amazing minifigure, and 2 501st Legion clone troopers. It's rare to get 4 minifigures in a $30 set these days, so it's very much appreciated that we're getting that here. However, with the low piece count, it seems quite likely that the build might be particularly small, which would be very disappointing. Next up we have the 75380 Boonta Eve pod race diorama, which will cost $70 and have 718 pieces. It'll be in micro scale similar to the Death Star Trench Run diorama, and will have micro versions of Anakin and Sepulba's pod racers. The build will consist of most of the opening part of Beggar's Canyon, which will be quite interesting to see translated into LEGO after 25 years. On the corner of the box of this set will be the same 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace logo we saw on the Polybag AAT from January of this year. Right after this video was recorded, we got picture leaks of the Boonta Eve pod race diorama and the buildable Droideka, so I'm going to be doing additional analysis of those sets. First the Boonta Eve pod race diorama here, and then the buildable Droideka a little later. Now looking at the pictures of the Boonta Eve pod race diorama, it's in micro scale and has micro versions of Anakin's and Sepulba's pod racers. The Anakin's and Sepulba's pod racers are both extremely detailed and look good, as well as the build, which shows the beginning of the Beggar's Canyon plus a bunch of wall details. The build is translated quite well into LEGO, and after 25 years of waiting, this is a satisfactory build to get. The set is extremely overpriced like I predicted it would be, but it's a high quality display model that's fairly accurate to the scene it's based off. Next up we have the 75381 buildable Droideka, which will cost $65 and have 583 pieces. Not much is known about the build of the Droideka itself, however we do know that this set will include a display plaque with a small stand and a minifigure scale version of itself. LEGO's minifigure scale Droidekas have been hit or miss over the years, with even the best ones being only good at best, so this is the perfect opportunity for LEGO to make one that is incredible. On the corner of the box of this set will be the same 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace logo that will also be present on the Boonta Eve pod race diorama and is present on the AAT polybag from January of this year. Next up we have the pictures of the buildable Droideka. The buildable Droideka is extremely detailed and is incredibly accurate, and is basically the perfect buildable Droideka that we could have asked for. It's basically the best that LEGO could make. It includes a display plaque with a small stand and a minifigure scale version of itself similar to the buildable R2-D2 from March of this year. Like I mentioned earlier, LEGO's minifigure scale Droidekas have been hit or miss over the years, and this one falls into the miss category. It's nowhere near as bad as I originally thought when I first saw this picture, however it's still not that good of a minifigure. Overall this seems like a really cool set and is definitely a much better value than the Boonta Eve pod race diorama. Next up we have the 75383 Sith Infiltrator, which will cost $70 and have 640 pieces. We haven't had much leaked information about the main build, however we have had an officially revealed silhouette of it from LEGO, which shows us some interesting information about the build, including the fact that it has landing gear. The included minifigures are Qui-Gon Jinn, who we know will have a poncho based off this silhouette, child Anakin Skywalker, Darth Maul, who we've had leaked pictures of showing that he's not that much of a good minifigure, Padme Amidala, and a 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars Saw Gerrera minifigure who will have cape and armor pieces and will also use the same hairpiece as the Finn minifigure. On the corner of the box of this set will be a 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace logo, which will also be present on the buildable Droideka and Boonta Eve pod race diorama and is present on the AAT polybag, which released in January of this year. Next up we have the 40675 Commander Cody brickheads, which will cost $10 and have 147 pieces. We have no more concrete information on it, but the rumors seem to point towards it being a phase 2 version of Commander Cody. Next up we have the 40676 The Phantom Menace brickheads multi-pack, which will cost $55 and have 732 pieces. It'll be a 6-in-1 pack consisting of brickheads for Qui-Gon Jinn, Darth Maul, Queen Amidala, Captain Panenka, Jar Jar Binks, and child Anakin Skywalker. Going into LEGO mathematics to break down the price, LEGO value one full-size brickheads at $10 and a small-size brickheads at $5. In this set we have 5 full-size brickheads and 1 small brickheads, which adds up to a total of $55 from LEGO. On the corner of the box of this set will be a 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace logo, which will also be present on the Sith Infiltrator, buildable Droideka, and Boonta Eve pod race diorama, and is present on the AAT polybag from January of this year. Next up we have the 30685 polybag, which will cost $5 and has an unknown piece count. It is currently unknown what this set will be, however I've predicted it to be a micro Sith Infiltrator. Assuming this is true, it will most likely have the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace logo like the other sets based off that movie which are scheduled for release this year. Moving on to the sets scheduled as promotional gift with purchase releases on May 1st, we have what will most likely be at an $80 purchase threshold on LEGO.com with an R2-D2 adhesive patch with keychain. It would of course be preferable to get something made of LEGO parts for a gift with purchase, however this does still have the potential to at least be an interesting design. Next up we have what will most likely be at the $150 purchase threshold on LEGO.com with the 40686 droid carrier, which will consist of 262 pieces and include at least 6 battle droids. Along with the other May 1st gift with purchase, it'll be available for May 1st until it sells out, which will most likely be around a week or two after its release. It's disappointing that they aren't releasing it as a normally available mainline set, but it's still great to see a new version of the droid carrier being made nearly a decade after the last one. On the corner of the box of this set will most likely be a 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace logo, which will also be present on the Phantom Menace Brickheads multi-pack, Sith Infiltrator, Buildable Droideka, and Buntai Eve Padre diorama, and is present on the AAT polybag from January of this year. Moving on to the final set scheduled for a May release, which is also the only set scheduled for a May 4th release this year, we have the 75382 UCS TIE Interceptor, which will cost $240 and have 1,931 pieces. Not much is known about the build itself, however it seems likely to be based off the original trilogy to play off the UCS X-Wing from last year, and to also pay homage to the 2 original UCS sets, which were an X-Wing and a TIE Interceptor. The only minifigure that's supposed to be included in this set is a TIE pilot with arm printing. Alright everyone, that is everything for today's video. Tell me your thoughts about these May 2024 LEGO Star Wars sets in the comment section down below. Which sets do you think will turn out best? Which sets do you think will flop? Which sets are you most excited for? And one last thing before you leave, please remember to hit the subscribe button, ring the notifications bell, and leave a like on the video. Bye!